And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty push.
What's going on, Digidestiny? It's your boy HGaming, back at it again with another Digimon video. I just got third place in Gyrosean's tournament, playing a pretty cool deck, I think. It's a variant of Imperialdramon that I think is very fun. Huge credits to American Graffiti. He played in HGaming's Spain event. I found his deck list and I was able to make a deck very similar to his, and it works out great. So I'm gonna go over this list for you guys, and we'll just start with the eggs as usual. So starting off, we play one Upamon. So this is the second best blue egg, and so we play one of it because it's the second best. Obviously, we're gonna play the first blue egg out. 4 of because it's the best, but this one just draws you a card if your opponent has a card with no Digivolution sources. And then the best egg for blue, maybe one of the best eggs in the game, Digimon. When you swing, if you have jamming, you draw 1 card. So he's just Upamon, but better for this deck because you have a lot of cards with jamming. So yeah, that's really it for our eggs. We play, for our tamers, we play 3 Davis. He searches a green or a blue Digimon, and he puts you to 3 memory. So searching is really, really nice because while the deck's piece reliant, it's not super piece reliant, but you do want the cards you... Obviously, you want the cards you want when you want them. And this card just helps you get there. So, 3 Davis. We play a lot of options. Well, what I would consider a lot of options. Eli from Limit Break's deck plays a lot more options. 2 Flowerkin. This is one of the best green options. You suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, usually a blocker, or in security you suspend everything that's not a blocker. So this one either stops your opponent in their tracks, or you just get to go for a lot of swings with what you have. So yeah, that's why I really enjoy the 2 Flowerkin. I think the ratios for Flowerkin are perfect. 2 Positron Laser. This card is very, very strong. It is kind of like Puppetmon, where it's just one of those cards that will end your opponent's game. Basically, they can't attack or block. They can't attack or block with 2 of their Digimon, and then if you have a blue Digimon, you get to bounce one of the suspended to their hand. Yeah, and the security effect is the exact same, except no blocking. It doesn't affect blocking. So yeah, Positron Laser, nutty card, love it. Because I felt like most of the times I wanted to use Puppetmon, this card would have done the same thing for less memory. And then around our options off, 4 Hammer Spark. Do I even need to talk about this? You guys should know what Hammer Spark does. Gain 1 memory, or in security gain 2. Like, it's just that good. Yeah, it's a free extension to your board, basically. So that's it for the options. On to our 6s. We play 3 Puppetmon. I think 3 is the perfect number. I played it a little with 4. I played it a little with 2, but 3 is what I found is optimal. The puppet is obviously just a turn ender. You play it, your opponent's going to do something with their memory, usually kill it, and then you just skip their turn, basically. But if he lives, you gain a memory on swing, which is very, very nice, because the one time he did live today, I was at 2 memories, swung with it, went into a Imperial, and then won the game. On top of a Pyeel, I believe. So, a very good card. You guys should know Puppetmon. This card's quite a good card. Rounding off our 6s, we play 4 Imperialdramon Blue. Restand everything with jamming. If you have a Dino B or Pyeeldramon, it's only a 3 cost instead of a 2 cost to Digivolve. One of my favorite cards in this set, one of the cards I was most excited for when this set came out. You guys probably see me play the Green Imperial on stream a lot, but this one is a lot better and a lot more fun in my opinion. So that's it for our 6s. Onto our 5s. We only play 6 5s. I'm sure you can guess what 5s they are. It's 3 Dinobimon. This is part of the DNA Digivolution for Imperialdramon. 3 cost to Digivolve. 8 cost to hard play. I actually found myself hard playing this and Imperialdramon a lot. Just because it doesn't even seem that bad in a lot of matchups. Because you play him, and your low end is what a lot of people are going to be worrying about. So they'll just leave this on board, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to like take one of your dudes in your security. That's awesome. I like Dino B a lot. And then obviously his partner, Imperialdramon. Same card, just no piercing, but he has the inheritable to restand Imperial, so Imperial can swing 3 times, because that's always fun. So yeah, that's it for our level 5s. Pretty standard. A lot of people will play the 4-4, but you'll see why in a minute. We're playing 8 level 6s. I mean level 4s. 4x Vmon, one of the most important cards in the game in my opinion. Lets you swing for a game with only 5 bodies on board. Love this card to death. It's just like, it's essentially a pseudo cheaper Imperialdramon, because you can evolve him on top of a rookie to get that extra swing in. Especially if you have the jamming Vmon, who will live no matter what, unless you hit like a Gaia Force. You can just unsuspend it with him, which is nutty. And our last level 4 is actually 4 Grizzlymon. So 1 cost to Digivolve is what's important. The 6k DP is also huge because you can swing over like little dudes. And you have a good chance of surviving in security. So a lot of people are going to question my force here, because people are going to say, oh, you should be playing 2 blockers and 2 gorilla, or like 4 Frigi, or like all this stuff. But this is actually beautiful. Like just the 8, perfect. Because when you need to go into your top end, you're going to be able to go into your top end just fine when you need to. But when you don't, we go to our level 3s, which is rookies. We play Rookie Rush. 2 Argamon. This card should be Mushroomon, but I didn't have extra 2, and all my decks are triple sleeves, so it's going to be a lot of work to unsleeve my Mushroomons from my Rookie Rush deck. So I just played 2 Argo. It was fine. Ideally, it would be 2 mushrooms for the extra 1k DP, but if you don't have 2 mushrooms for some reason, like I don't, just play Argamon or Goblimon. It's literally just... The only thing the mushroom's going to be surviving that this won't in security is vanillas, which happens a few times, but not enough to make a huge difference. For Auroramon, nutty, bro. 2 cost, 5k. That's actually crazy. You gonna Volk me? Cool. I'll play Auroramons. GG. Give me the shake. Like, Auroramon's so strong. Love this card. You guys will probably be able to tell I'm playing a pretty toxic deck now, because it is gonna be Rookie Rush based. But I do like the greens, because it gives me options to Flower Cannon and Positron Laser besides just Puppetmon. 4 of one of our key cards, our boss monsters, if you will, Vmon, is just a jammer level 3. If you guys have played this format, you know this card is just gross. And then he becomes, on top of this, a jamming level 3 draw, which, like, somebody stopped me. So, Vmon, really strong. 2 Goblimon. A lot of decks play 3, but in this build, I think 2 is just fine. Because it's a 3-drop, which is for the Rookie Rush strategy, but you're also drawing one. So he's nice when you have nothing better, or when you have a spark to put yourself to 2 and then put them to 1 with it. He's nice then, but yeah, that's why I only play him at 2 instead of higher. Then we play 4 Goma, 2 cost vanilla, pretty simple, pretty basic. 2 cost vanilla, 3k DP. Y'all already know what it is. These are very good staples that you want to play in every single deck. 2 Elecmon, again, literally the same card as a Gomamon, just a different name. This card could be a... the Gobbies could be 2 more Elec if you want, but I think the Gobbies are fine with the 2 Elec. So that's it for the main deck. I'm going to go over a few things I wanted to talk about during this profile. The first one is Omnimon from this deck. I've had people talk to me, could you play Omni in this deck? If you want to, yes. I opted not to because I didn't feel that, like, I felt Omni in my hand was a dead draw. Everything else in my hand besides Puppetmon, besides Imperialdramon, I felt fine just playing it. But if I saw Omni in my hand, I was gonna cry, because 90% of the time you don't go into Imperial. When you do go into Imperial, it's because you opened like 2 5s and your opponent just can't deal with them, so you drop them and then just GG off the Imperial right there, which happened a few times. So the reason I really like this deck is a lot of people compare Imperialdramon to Rookie Rush, And I'm like, yeah, it's the same play style. But in the tournament, I wanted to play Imperialdramon, and I hadn't played it that much this format, so I didn't feel super comfortable with it. So I was like, honestly, I'll just go Rookie Rush. And then Carlos, the HGaming, my team manager, team sponsor, he was like, hey, check this list out from my Spain event. And I checked it out, and I was like, yo, American Graffiti has such a cool idea. So I'm going to take that and run with it. And this is what I came up with. Obviously got 3rd place in the Gyrosean event, so something worked. The only thing I would change is the Argos for Mushroom Mons. But this deck is very, very nice, because if shit hits the fan, or you play a matchup that's bad for Rookie Rush, like Imperialdramon, I mean not Imperialdramon, like Shine Greymon or Red Omni, all the decks that give Rookie Rush a run for their money. If you play against those, you just go into the Shine. I mean not the Shine, the Imperialdramon. You just go into the Imperialdramon build, and essentially are just playing the same game now. You're playing a totally different game, which is something I also really liked about this deck, because game 1, you could go for the Imperial, or game 2. Usually I would go game 2, I'd go for the Imperial stuff, and game 1 I would just Rookie Rush, and then the day, okay, they're playing Rookie Rush, I'm gonna just like draw a bunch of, I'm just gonna use like all my stuff to either rush them back or like remove their little dudes. I'm gonna use those more, and then you just go for Imperial, and they're like, oh shit, what do I do now? You know, it's very, very fun, and a lot of times, shout out to Clutch. Clutch is like the bane of my existence. He beat me 2-1. We did the mirror match, and I thought I had it, because he insecurity, all his shit was dying. It was checking my Imperials, my puppets, all that. And he was like, dang, you have a lot of big stuff. And I was like, yeah. And I thought I had it, and then he checked the Hammer Spark, and I was like, damn, bro, that's cheese. So yeah, huge shout out to Clutch. I believe he got 1st place. So yeah, I had really good tiebreakers there. So that's it for the Imperialdramon deck profile, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy this build. If you want something a little different with Imperialdramon, I think this will be a good, a fun deck for you. Don't forget to click that like button and smash that subscribe button. Also, go check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/truepaingaming. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.